Fantastic. I forgot to unmute the mic. Well, let me try to remember what I just said, like, over the last few minutes. Because just got back from dinner. Gone ahead and was noting that it's like, that's funny that Megalith is playing right now. Just a cover of it. As we just finished Ace Combat 4. That was fun, but it got a little repetitive. And I got a bleep bloop, so that might mean that we might have a very quick intermission, but not as long. Oh right, and also I was saying that, I gone ahead and should be spawning at a QV center. Because, what you got? Well, that's where I logged out, because basically in my, just free time, not actually, like, free time, but just sort of, like, so while I can do other things, I had, Star Citizen running in the background so I could get ship parts. So let's bring some of those ship parts home. I figure what we're gonna do is we're gonna, load them into an Asgard that I have at the station. Hopefully the server that we're joining now is rather empty. If it isn't, then we'll try switching servers. Or maybe see if we find someone else who has an empty server, which is what I should have done to begin with. But yeah, pretty much the entire idea which I have is we're gonna load up our ship. We're gonna fly to a, ooh, maybe we should load up maybe we'll load up a, we'll claim the hull B here and we'll wait, and then we'll take a look at it here. I might do that, but I mean, I'm a little concerned over risking the parts that way. I'll risk the parts. I mean, what's the worst? I go and sit in a QV center while I go ahead and just AFK like I've been doing, except this time I have the VODs rendering or something. No big deal. Oh. Well, I'll check that bleep bloop in just a second. But yeah, apparently when you log out at QV centers, you just wake up on board the Polaris. There's that tiny bit of me that's tempted to go ahead and just run in there and get one more thing of loot, but I'll save my key for later. Because it is the right one to do that. Oh wow, that's weird. This seems like the server that I was on last, because frames come back? Because the last server I left, there was a bike outside it too. How many people are in this server? That's why I booted that up. Oh, there's only 40. Oh man, I wish I was farming this stuff. Nah, we're not gonna. I was mulling over if I wanted to do one now, but nah. Alright, well, I think what we'll do is we'll float over to the station. I'm gonna go ahead and, we'll claim the whole B to here, and I'll do the speed run sort of thing of it. And while we're waiting, I will be right back. It won't be too long. Hopefully it'll be like 2-ish minutes or less. So, you know, thankfully it won't be as long as the little, my little dinner break. But yeah, like I said, I guess I was doing the muted part, but yeah, also in text form, but for YouTube's sake, tonight's stream started early, or started late because, OBS was just kind of giving me a fussy time with, running. So I had to troubleshoot that. Mainly with, the Steam Deck Stream Deck, not Steam, Stream. Sorry, allergies make me stuffy and it makes words sound goofy. What is that? Nothing. You got any fun guns on you? No. But, yeah, so, you know, they weren't playing well together. So I had to kind of get them working, again. Thankfully, after about 15-20 minutes, I did finally get them working again. And, you know, now we're streaming. But, you know, that was an issue which I had before the Ace Combat part. I'm so excited for when we hear this, for when we hear the Unsung War in 5 again. Alright, let's get the hull B over here. I don't think I claimed it here. Nope. long is its claim time? 10 minutes. Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah, and it's going to take 2 minutes when we do the speed thing. Because, yeah, we'll use it to go ahead and ferry everything out. Alright, so I will be right back. YouTube, hopefully when I return, that will be significantly less time. So, be right back. Okay, back. I guess I was a little longer than 3 minutes because, hey, our Hobie is here. But upside, hey, the Hobie is here. I haven't actually gotten to use this ship yet because, well, I've been purposefully holding off until I could go and do it on stream, or if it just seemed like it was impractical to do that. I already forgot. How many does it say is on this server? Oh, okay, so yeah, it should be fine for us to use that. But, yeah, like I said, was saying, purposefully held off, because I figured I'll go ahead and wait to see what it looks like with you guys on stream, if that opportunity arose, which I was hoping for, but... And, well, obviously, success, we got here. So I guess what we'll do is we'll take a tour of the ship, then, we'll, load it up. So far, I've only seen what the promotional video put out. After that, I know nothing else about it. But, oh no, there is one other thing which I know about this, which is, wow, I can't believe how much they shot the price up on this thing. Like, I'm glad I made a coupon for $5, because that just saved me, like, over $100. It's like, I think they were a little too greedy with this ship. I think they made the price, I think it's $280 now. $260 if you buy, like, the Warbond one, but I really think $280 was way too high. I was expecting it to be something where... I think, when I made the coupon, the ship was for, like... Gee, hang on, I can just go look. Where's the CCU game thing? Because my coupon I made of $5. Start off right there. It was like from the dirt to the B, $5. So what? That means it was $140 when I got ahead and made my coupon. Now it is $280. So because of that $5 coupon I made, it now saves me $140. That is way too much of a price jump to me. I'm very thankful I made the coupon, because now it's like I don't have to spend an extra $140. But I was expecting it to go from, what, $140 to maybe $200, a $60 jump, and I was thinking, yeah, that would be a fair price to pay for this. So what do they do that makes it so that it's worth that extra $80? I guess it has a docking collar. That's interesting. I wonder how it lands then. Does it, like, when we have it fully extended, when we go to the station, is it going to make us pull up to a docking port, or is it going to go ahead and make us use a landing pad? I don't care for its guns. It's a cargo ship. I kind of like how it's a little bit, like, flattened. I thought this was going to be a door, but I guess those are VTOLs? Or thrusters of some kind? Because I see a little door peeking out there. Oh, do they go inside the ship? Where's the way in? Because I think those are the little VTOL thrusters. I think you can see them like in a trailer or something. Where's the door, though? Is this the door? Okay. I don't like that the elevator's on this side, just because it's starboard. I was expecting it to be on the port side, just because it's ship stuff. I guess, though, it has a docking port on that side, so that's fair. I'll give them some slack since it's a reasonable compromise. You don't think it can dock yet? VTOLs. Yeah, I don't think it can dock. Oh, okay, well, that's kind of good, because I'd rather land in a hangar. Docking port not working right now. You turned it off because you can't pick between them. Yeah, I figured it was going to be something like that, just because of the, Percy. Oh, we got a little lockers. I guess this is the docking port? Oh, I like that door. That's cool. Imagine being just being bad and getting stuck here. I almost wish they didn't put buttons there, because that would be funny. Just like imagine if we could trick Potato to stand there and just he goes away for a minute and we shut the doors and he's trapped in there. Oh, this is cool, this little bench. I don't care about the weapon locker. That's nice and all, but this bench is awesome. Hang on, wait, we gotta sit down on it. Come on, camera, work with me here. I guess I can't try to do something funny here. Wait, what if I do this? Aha! So, you got sent to space camp. This is a very comfy seat, can confirm. Alright, so I'm betting that seat is why this thing went up by $80. I mean, that is a luxury seat right there. That is probably the best seat in the house. Is there anything else in this? Got ourselves a fire extinguisher, a bunch of component stuff. The gravity generator. That's fun, I guess. A little console. Okay, so what? I guess you could have, anywhere that you get to interact with something, I consider that a seat. Like, for example, the console back there. So far we can probably sit 2 passengers. I'm getting a little bit of frame jitter. I think that's just because of the streaming stuff. Oh, this is a nice little, like, living quarters. Oh, we got a chair, so we're up to 5 passengers now if we're really trying to cram everyone in it. I love this window. That's so cool. Look at the window. Well, this officially makes me go dibs on top bunk. Because when they add in the ability for us to roll over or do something, we can go and look out this window. Got ourselves a little toilet over here. Toilet. We got a working mirror. Every time that I'm playing this game and you get a mirror, I forget how insanely static your head is. Look at our body, how it wobbles around. And our head is just perfectly stationary. Wait, we can actually interact with these things? So this is why this ship was $80. It's the first ship that you get shampoo and all that stuff with it. Okay, I'm starting to see why they cost so much. That is the best use of jiggle physics I've ever seen. Wait, we're going to do that again. See, this is why we spend so much time on jiggle physics. It's so that we can have things like this. Look at that. This is what made this ship so expensive. Oh, we can hang a poster here. That's cool. Hey, I don't think there was anything else that way. Oh, we got a little, like... Got another 2 seats here. So what, we're up to 9 passengers? This is a pretty good little party bus, then. Got a little fridge. Oh, that's not where I thought the door was. I thought it was going to be, like, up here and be, like, sloped a bit. Being farther back is interesting. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Do you think this is like a stovetop? Like a range? No, ventilation control would make me think that this is where we've got a little space barbecue. I can't wait for when the kitchen stuff actually works and you're able to make like a cup of coffee in these things. But alright, that's that little room. Got ourselves the bridge. So, this is probably the first midship. This much I know about it. But it looked like it would had, what is this, a utility locker? Oh, that's kind of cool. We can store, like, our, I love that. I love that. Our ability to kind of, like, put our, just, like, a tractor rifle on there, onto the wall here. Right behind the pilot. That's great. But as I was going to say, this is probably the only MISC ship that I have interacted with and been like, that was weird. That's not what I was going to say, but that I've seen where it's like, first off, no infinity dashboard. We still got a pretty big dashboard, but it's pretty good. The only other thing which I was going to say is the video made it seem like it had a much better view out of the bridge, but this is significantly better than the letterbox one which I'm used to. Because it's like, you pretty much can't see anything with it. It's like, there's your view. You got that time. You got like half the distance. You can barely see what's in front of you and all of that. It's so cool. I love it. I hate it. Not really. I hate it. But this one, it doesn't seem like as much as what I was expecting from the trailer, but it does feel bigger than the other ones. Not as big as what I would have liked and what the trailer made me think. That was making me go, oh my god, I'm so excited for this. But it's still good, much better than the previous one, so I'm kind of like, my hype was definitely overhyping this ship. But it's still like, this still might be the first Mist ship that I like. Okay, let's go ahead and power it up. The engine noise was okay. I mean, it wasn't like anything that I was like, oh, that was so cool. Like with past ships. But it did kind of have a nice bit of throatiness to it. Oh, I'm so glad that that worked with this, because I was like, is the extension button the same? Those panels opening, though, is really cool. Okay, let's back this up a bit. As much as we can. I think what we'll do is we'll see if maybe what we can do is we'll bring up the stuff. We'll use the tractor turrets that are on this. And we'll see how easy it is for us to load up this thing with that. And then hope we're able to get past the Vandal. That's not the right door. Huh. I was kind of expecting that door to close behind me. We just depressurized the whole ship. Everyone who didn't have a helmet on, I hope you like sucking on nothing. I mean, we're in a hangar, but still. Makes me think of that. Okay. I'm skipping that song. I don't know what. Oh, right, probably when I probably was fussing with the camera and I adjusted my speed by accident. Alright. I was kind of expecting there to be a bit more to look on the inside as well, but I'm not upset with a shorter tour. I mean, it's a little space truck. I'm probably gonna go ahead and use my coupon to go ahead and, you know what you call it, make the ship. But I'm in that area where it's like, I don't know how much use I'll get out of it. Like, it might be a ship where it's like I use it for a time and then I turn it into something else. I think I'm just gonna try to move as much as I can over to it. Yeah, okay. We'll leave behind the cryopods. See if me. Oh, actually. Ship parts. Okay, well that's fine. We're gonna, I guess, bring it up in 2 loads. Because I'm just grabbing all the parts. Most of them, some of these parts are ones that I swapped out of other ships. Because I'm just gonna do it that way. Others of these parts, I've just let sat in the storage for overnight. Because I've stopped putting the parts in immediately just because it's like I want to give them a night so that the Star Citizen says, okay, you own these things. What's your number? 2549. But we're going to move the ship a little closer, then we're going to play with the tractor turret and see how well it can be used to load this thing up. Am I able to use the tractor turrets from the pilot seat, or do I got to switch over to the co-pilot seat? We don't know. You can use the auto load / unload square either, but you haven't tried. We should try that, yeah. I do want to try that. But he went back to the raft. That's fair. And I gotta be honest, I might want a raft more than this thing, and I can just buy that with in-game credits. And that's just because of the fact that it's like, I'm still not a fan of the miscom letterbox, like, view. Like, I actively detest it. Alright, now we're significantly closer. Can I access the turret from here? I don't think so. I think they said at some point the pilot will be able to, but right now it's bugged and doesn't work. But I figured I'd just double check, because who knows? Could have changed.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
But this thing is gonna have some power problems.
Shield on.
Like, at least in the stock configuration. Okay, right is... Alright, I don't know why it didn't work at first, but at least it's working now. I wonder what's up with the timer. Like, is that part of the new thing which they were setting up, where they're saying, oh, well, now pirates are gonna go and have a timer on them? Alright, this might be something where I have to use my mouse wheel just because it scrolls faster. I'll put that down there for a second. Game? There we go. Yeah, we're probably better off trying to just do this on foot sort of deal. Like, these Fugalus are probably something that I pulled out of another ship, but it's probably good to test with them, because I don't care if I lose them. That I care more about. But I'm guessing we're gonna have to get some of the stuff off the side. Have we scooted forwards more? No. But yeah, I haven't had the best of luck with getting the parts I wanted out of here. Like, I think I just finally got these Eclipse parts. You know, I just thought this is probably like the first time that it's like, oh, I kind of want to have the emergency jettison sort of thing set up. Because I just realized with this ship, what we can do is we can load this thing up. I'm going to go back. I'm just going to go to use a tractor rifle. Or my tractor tool. Because that turret isn't bad, but it's like, in this situation, I'd much rather use that. Because I think I can move a little faster with it. But it's because it's just experience. I might make the turret... I might have to set up a turret to work with the mouse again. But anyway, as I was going to say, with that emergency eject capability, and the way how this works... Get me. It's like, it might be a good one to have that feature on it, just because it's like, yeah, then what you call it, you land at your pad, you hit the emergency eject button, it throws everything off of the ship, then you send the ship down with all the cargo, and it's like, boom, it's now just stored for you. You don't need to offload it a second time. I'm not going to worry about trying to make it stack nice. What knocked me over there? Stupid game. I should get an atlas. That's what I should do. Oh my, come on. We're getting an atlas. This is ridiculous.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. You're ensured your vehicle has been moved to our store.
I wonder if this thing has a cargo bay, because it'd be kind of cool if we were able to bring the atlas with it. Like, I think you showed a picture where it looked like it had a cargo bay, but I didn't see one when we were roaming around just now. Why is there any script here? That's weird. I really wish this thing had that jump pack feature. Kind of wish that they made the turrets on this thing work like how the Geo works, just because, well, at least pulling stuff to it. Like, I'd be okay if they made it so this would probably be the best of both worlds, so I don't think I get it, which is, just pull this to me, put it up there. Really? Tired of the animation, but you didn't finish it? Whatever. You know, if that jettison thing does work as a fast offload, it's kind of in that area where it's like, I hope it's better than this. Because we have to snap everything to the grid. It's not like if I had a whole C or something, or my MSR here, where it's like I can just throw this all in the back and call it a day. Game. Seriously? I'm not really worried about getting everything on there efficiently. I'm just kind of getting it on there. Come on. Yeah, as you can see, over the last few days, basically while I just was taking care of chores and junk, I just had this go and do his little AFK hour. Grabbed any parts that I could of value and hoped for the parts that I was looking for to actually show up. Some of them did. I think I finally got some... I don't even think I want these. Yeah, they can go up there. I guess it doesn't matter where I put them. I mean, like I said, I'm going to try doing the emergency eject thing onto this. And see if we can just dump the entire thing onto the pad. Like, I am so excited for that of everything. But yeah, like, these are something which I wanted, because it's like, I was hoping that I would get some from my Apollo. But, you know, like, I didn't find any of the 86s. I am, like, 99% sure they have been pulled from the pool of things you can get now. I'll put them up here. I think I got 2 up there already. Because, yeah, from... what I have experienced, they seem to be out of the pool. I should say from what I have observed. I thought they made it so that this doesn't float in the way for you anymore. This is becoming kind of a frustrating way to just load stuff now. I guess we are looking up there, because, I mean, if I'm looking down here, it's not in the way. But why couldn't they just make it so it floated off further to the right? Oh, it's still faster than being knocked over by every other box. Seriously? Am I putting those on poorly, or is that the only place that they can go? Yeah, because if I try to... it's trying to also... okay, I guess that's the best I can do. It looks like they're not in the... on the grid correctly. Like, they're in the middle of it. Yeah, this is kind of getting frustrating fast with, the Atlas's poor design. There's been a reason why I didn't enjoy the space trucker stuff, and it's just everything along the way kind of fights me in a way that's irritating. I'm probably gonna have to, I'll just stack these 3 high onto this, or no? I wonder if we're able to, like, put some of the smaller parts in between there. Maybe these little shields. Oh, we can put them on top. That'll work. Alright, well then we'll worry about that a bit more later. Oh, you know what? If we got some of these, I'm just gonna... Oh, these are B's too. Okay. I thought they were C's. You know, we're gonna pull aside these big parts for the moment here. Because, I mean, we got multiple JS500s. So we'll load those on later. Yeah, for the power plants, we'll push these aside for now. They'll be loaded on last. Jeez, calm down. Actually, I should have put these on higher up. But I just weird because it's the first panel, it's fine. We probably got room for everything. I mean, I did really just kind of grab anything and everything. I didn't really have any rhyme or reason to what I was taking other than it's a good part. Well, that's not exactly true, but, you know, I was like... If it was a stealth part, I said sure, why not? If it was a... But, you know, if it was like a stealth part, I grabbed it. If it was a, military part, I grabbed it. And if it was something that I thought maybe I have a use for it, I grabbed it. Can we get these up on top? We can. Cool. I'm gonna be so mad when the doors blow us up in a little bit. Like, we'll get all this loaded on, we'll go and be like, okay, let's head out. And then it'll just get caught in the doors and explode. This, I don't know why I grabbed that. I think this is a part I wanted for my Apollo, so I'm happy to see that. I wonder how tanky this thing is compared to the, the mole. Because I gotta be honest, this thing kind of seems like it would not take a hit as good as a mole would. I guess it does carry more, and it's about the same size as, or gets a smaller pad, so that is something. Or a smaller pad compared to some of the other hull ships. I'm really hoping that, like, that, eject Ulst button is gonna, when we set that up, it's gonna be so much fun watching all this stuff fall off of the vehicle, and then just get stored with it when, we do that. Not gonna lie, it would be a little funny if it's too much for my computer to handle, where it's like, yeah, you're streaming, you're trying to play Star Citizen, that means that, we're gonna crash. I don't even know what this is, but apparently it's an A grade. Oh, it's a shield. Yeah, so, Waz, if you want to let Potato know I got parts if he wants them, then, you can do that. Because I got parts for big ships. Guess I could sell them more, but, I think I'd, well, if someone in the community needs a TS2, hey, I might have one for you. My community, not the Star Citizen community. Because I don't think I have a use for these. I just kind of grabbed them because it was like they're a good part, and, what you call it? I can always, well, I can clear the spot and hope that I get a shield. I'm gonna try moving these. They won't fit there. Okay, I guess it won't fit up there. Well, at least we got this elevator mostly cleared off. We're almost done with it. Okay, hopefully we can move a little faster with this now. So nice I just made it so that the part was like transparent, like pseudo-transparent or something, so that I could see a little better through with them. I mean, the best thing for them to do would just be, instead of it holding it to the dead center of my screen like this, make it hold it off to the right, like underneath where that, the globe logo is. Like, why did you make it hold it directly in the center? Oops. Good enough for me if it says attach, attach. Why did it make this? Is this the one that we were just holding, or did we lose? That doesn't matter. Alright, there's a block in the pad. This is not hard to get him, move him around. Hey, that should do. Okay, go back to ship parts. Oh wait, we gotta send it down first. Kinda forgot about that part. Oh, they're all just the grade B ones. I don't think I care then. Like, is there any other things that I want to get out of here? Those are staying here. Alright, my Aurora I had to destroy because it ran out of gas and I couldn't put it here. So I just went fine and just self-destructed and then salvaged that because it was like, I guess I can. I have no idea why they sent these script here though. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just bring up that box and I'll try to transfer them into it. I mean, like, I don't mind moving some boxes around and all of that, but I gotta say, I do not know who in Star Citizen wants to move 400 boxes or however many this thing can carry. Like, I really do hope it has access to that, auto-loading thing. Whew, that's all right with me. Thanks for the follow. I do try. I hope I said that right. But also, welcome to the stream. We are currently clearing out, several days worth of just AFK farming at the Nick station. And also giving the whole beta test. So far, it has not been the worst to load. But it has been a mild irritant. You have a Razgriz in your community? Do I know the Firebug? Firebug? No, I do not. Do I put it somewhere around here? Will it snap to anything over here, or is it just too full of spaceship parts? I guess we could snap it down there. We'll snap it to the other side. That's good enough for me. I mean, I guess we might as well bring these along. I don't think I'll pull the ones that are in storage out of storage, since they're all just the same grade B things. And like I said, I kinda don't care about them because we can get the grade A's. We'll just leave them on the lift. I mean, I'll send them back down just in case that, with the way Star Citizen is, who knows, it might decide that despite the fact that I have several of the JS500s now, assuming that we get this to safety, it might just decide to say that, no, I don't, and it'll let me keep these. Oh boy, what is up with my frames? Oh, I still have the starting soon on screen? Oops, my bad. Oh, I have it set for follower only, but that's for the thing that keeps the bots out. Because, for like the first year of me doing this, I had it set to, just be anyone can talk. But as I found, it was basically like every time I looked over, it was just like 3 bots would just be like, "Hey, I like your streams. Hey, you want to know what would be really great if you got ahead and gave me money for this product, for this thing, so that you get more viewers." And it's like, no, I don't want that, and I'm tired of deleting these. Alright, I want to know if we can snap this to the grid. I don't know if we can pick it up with that tractor rifle, though. But I'm going to move it over to the other side. But the starting soon thing, that was an accident. I completely forgot to remove it. How long have we been going for? An hour? Yeah, that sounds about right. That keeps off from following you. Yeah, it is a mild concern, but... Come on. Snap to the grid. Snap to the grid. Or don't. What if we put it on the top side? I guess it won't snap. Okay, that makes me sad. Oh! Okay, never mind. I just had to be sad. But yeah, it is a concern of mine that it's like, yeah, it probably does make people kind of go, oh, well, they're just followers only, screw that, I don't want in. I don't know, you do raise a point, though. Maybe I should go and consider just, putting up with the bots or something. Alright. Where's MFD1 then? I mean, those ones aren't responding to it. Huh. That's kind of dumb. Oh, we don't need the weapons. We can take the point from there. Turn off the tractor beams because we don't need them for the moment. Alright, there we go. Oh, I did forget to send that down. Alright, let me send that down. Because like I said, I'd better keep them just... I'll leave them here in the case of an emergency sort of deal where it's like, yeah, maybe somehow a part goes missing, I can at least put that in them. Or, just like I said, when it's like the next time they do the server cleanup stuff and they go, nah, you don't own any of those parts. They've been sitting in your hangars for like weeks, but... I'm kind of liking the layout of the whole B so far. It's not bad. Like, I'm glad that at least it's kind of easy to get in and out of it. The design is also very nice, too. It's a bit odd, though, that this elevator, when I'm going up, it loses that ability to just be tap it. Like, up here, tap to go down, but going back up, it's not a tap, so it's like, that is weird. Okay. Okay, and before we head out, I'm gonna hope that I can plot a route to... Got a nice gas tank, that's good. I mean, this is one thing I do like about the mist ships, is that this is a very nice yellow to go and figure out where things are. Yeah, it's kind of cool with the VTOLs underneath those panels. Does it have anything in the back that's the same way, or is it just like, nah? I guess not. Alright. Let's hope that we can go and move decently fast so that we don't get mauled by, any AIs. Because I don't think I'm worried about players in this situation. I will be when we're closer to the station, though. Gotta say, though, I do like this hull B more than the other hulls, then just because of the fact that it's like this, I still don't like this mill, this, like... I still don't like this, like, mill slot sort of view, but this one is significantly better with far less dashboard and far less roof above me. I kind of wish there was some sort of purpose for this, roof above us, like they had put some consoles up there, like, give us more buttons to press. Not just kind of put all the flips and switches down there. Like, I mean, why couldn't they have put, like, one more console, like, right here? Because, I mean, it could have been, like, right around there. To go ahead and, just give us one that shows, like, the shields or something. But... overall, not the worst. It is fun seeing it with all the parts on the side, though. That is kind of cool. Even cooler just because it's on the side that's lit. Oh, now there's 12 people on the server. When we were loading it up, there was no one. Hope, like I said, I hope we don't run into anyone. Because fully stock ship. This is just the rental one that they let us play with. Not one that I actually own. So of course, this will be my luck where we're going to run into probably NPC pirates. Because then they can't steal our stuff, but they will blow me up. Or, you know, we'll run into someone right at the station who will ram us. Yeah, I'm liking how this set up. This isn't bad. I mean, it definitely doesn't feel as, like, claustrophobic from the front view, where it's like, you just have that tiny window. I mean, I myself, I would have liked a little bit more view from it, but it's not bad. Like, I might end up owning one just because I already have the coupon made for when it cost me $5. So it's like, I might use it to make one, but I'm not sure how much use I got for this. Yeah, maybe I'm just going to circle back around to this because I felt what you're saying, Fire, but yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and turn it off again. Because, who knows, maybe the bots have calmed down, and also I've seen the bots somehow not follow me, but also still put the messages in there that are the irritations. So, I mean, if they're able to bypass it, then it just kind of doesn't do anything for me. I forgot the other panel over there is on from when I was playing with the tractor beams. Kind of startled me because I was like, oh, what's going on with the double, what's going on with that? We're doing the space trucker things, though. I am kind of liking this vehicle, how it feels. Like, it is a very nice view. Oh, right. I hate this station because for some reason it puts this blank one there. And that seems to go and cause it to not call the station when I press F3. Oh, okay, there it is. Right, because it only uses a medium hanger. I was looking at the larger ones. I think I hope he doesn't have the usual misc. Yeah, they usually do have that sort of phallic shape to them. It said it has an alligator head. I do like how this one looks quite a bit. Like, it is definitely right now my favorite misc ship, because it doesn't have the infinity dashboard. It seems to have a wider viewport to see out of, which I'm liking that a lot more. I don't feel as blind. It still has some visual issues, in my opinion, but it is a very big improvement over what the other misc ships have been. I also like that they didn't make it so it's as round and it's more like a, like oblong. That's very nice too. I kind of like how the I do like how it's like you got the seat on each side. Oh, that was its first flight, so it's like, and even in stock configuration, it feels pretty nice. I also do like how its cargo grid is. I will say though, the one thing that I would have probably liked more is if there was a way to make it so that that top grid is just a little bit difficult to load, especially using the tractor rifle. What, the tractor turret? Oh no, we only did the bottom side. But yeah, it seems like a pretty decent ship. Like, I might own one just because I have a coupon that cost me $5 when I made it. That was from the whole, or the freelancer dirt to the whole B. So it's like I might use that to go ahead and make this ship, because it's like it's might be my cargo hauler. But I figure we're gonna run a few more tests with it tonight. Now then, on to the next test. This one I actually have to set up a hotkey for because I have never bound this hotkey before, and I want to try it. Now then, where is that one that's like emergency jettison cargo? Self-destruct. No, that's not what we're looking for. Unlock all the ports is not one. I don't think it's an MFDs. Because what I'm hoping is that we can go ahead and press that button, whatever I assign it to. And then we can watch all the parts that I've just brought back from the QV center drop onto the pad, store the ship, store all the parts with it, and, what you call it, that will take care of that. Jump drive. I would have thought it would have been in here. Radar did. No, I don't think it's any of those. Turrets, no. Shields. Where is it? Like, the one time I want to find it, it always gets in my way all the other times, and this time it's like, no, where are you? And it's like, can't find it. It's not in turret. Maybe salvage? Because I know the tractor beam things are in there. Mining? There it is, jettison cargo. Oh, okay, it's left Alt J. I don't remember setting that up, but okay. Well, let's give it a try. So let's see, that's left Alt. I didn't see anything happen. I was really expecting to see everything just fall off of the ship. Am I, like, supposed to hold it down for a few seconds? Alright, well, I guess maybe let's set it for something else. Maybe it's kind of like overlapping with something. Or maybe that's not the right one. Let's make it Control Alt J just for the fun of it. Maybe I gotta be flying for it to work. Nope. Alright, I guess we unload this the lame way. So, then... For the sake of this, I gotta say, it kind of makes for a worse cargo ship, because the way how I usually will load these things... The way what I'll do is I'll just take, like, my, Asgard, and I will just whip everything into the back of that thing, and just use the Atlas to just kind of throw it all in there. Because I don't care if it snaps to the grid, I just want it inside the ship. And since the thing is, I have to snap it to the grid and then pull it off and snap it to another grid, it's like, that's gross. Alright, well, let's move it over to the other... to over here to make it a bit easier on me. Man, I was so excited to go and see everything fall off of this ship. Like, you've no idea how much I wanted to just see everything kind of fall off of it, go down to like 2 frames a second, and then just be like, that was awesome. Also, as I have never seen Battlestar Galactica, I never knew that this ship might have a look that looks like that. So that's kind of cool, too. And you've no idea how disappointed I am that it's like none of the stuff fell off of it. Like, my disappointment knows no bounds for that. Huh. We can't seem to pull this off of the grid. Alright then. That's kind of a frustration.
Welcome to the ACE.
I guess we'll just claim it again.
System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Clicking on... Oh, okay. I mean, we got it up there with the multi-tool. Usually it just falls off if you click it super... Oh, okay. I forgot to bring up the new Atlas. I'm not surprised that it just weird with the Atlas. Oh, wait, this is the right one. Well, if we can't pull that Atlas off of the hull B, then what we'll do is we'll self-destruct it and claim it again. Because I figure I'll go and get... I want to try it with a full cargo thing. The only...
Water! It's like drinking wet air!
I think the only thing that'll make me want one is, well, let me take my drink. It's like drinking wet air. I think the only thing that'll make me want a hull B, compared to any other ship, is if I'm able to use those cargo grid things to do the cargo missions that the hull C can do. Because let's just say I want to take one that says collect 100 bits from whatever place. I can just be like, oh, okay, let me go and pull up there and be done. And be done, you know, and voila. Oh yeah, I've spent several days just being AFK while I did chores to just grab a bunch of parts. So, yeah, and it was in search of, 2 parts in particular. I did finally get them, but it was one of those ones where it's like, I can't believe how rare they made them be drops, and I I didn't get any of the 86s. I think they're out of the loot pool, so that's kind of disappointing. Like, how do we get them now? Like, I really hope they're not stuck behind a PvP wall. I don't want to do PvP, but depending on how busy of a server, you know, it is, we might try going into a contested zone. Just you can inside the final words and wait. Yep, that's exactly it. About it, you collect the stuff, and about every hour you get they will respawn in there, and voila. So what I did was I just made a bunch of the key cards when I did one of the missions with friends. You know, and my friends has made themselves extra key cards as well. We just made it so that they were all fully completed from the mission. So you know, it's like I think I made 3 dozen key cards. And then I was originally planning to be like, yeah, I'll use one a mission. But then it was like, oh, we found out about the AFK thing, and it was like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I'll just, you know, use a key, just bring a key card with me. Just race over to where the warehouse is. Go ahead and get in there, loot the place, and then just find a corner to just be AFK in, and just make sure I get drinks so I don't die from stupidity. You might have to do PvP just to buy it from someone. Yeah, that's true. I could buy it off of someone for ludicrous amounts of money. All I got is 1 billion. I'm not rich, and the reason I got 1 billion is because Waz just was like, have money. So thanks, Waz, for making it so that I'm not completely poor and I can at least have fun buying the stuff from the in-game stores. But, yeah, what was I saying? Oops. I'm just gonna hold still for a second here. There we go. But yeah, the other reason why I don't really want to buy it off of another player is because when the prices were cheaper, like I used to buy them, the 76s and other parts that I want for my Apollo, you know, off of other players, because it's like, yeah, fine, whatever. It's like 100 million or something like that. Because it's like, yeah, I have that money, I can go ahead and make that sort of money, so I don't mind it. But now with the prices being so high, and with me not knowing how to become infinity rich, I need to really learn how to become infinity rich, just so I can do that. But, it's in that area, it's like, no, if I'm gonna buy something like that, I want to have, like, the original part so that I can, just not have to worry about it. I guess with the size 3 parts, though, you can't dupe them, so yeah, I would probably pay that ridiculous amount for some of those. That's, of course, if Star Citizen actually makes it so they stay in my hangar. Yeah, Sig does definitely need to do a wipe, because people are kind of getting too many of nonsense. At the same time, though, I wish Star Citizen would also introduce some missions for us to go ahead and run to get these things. Or, better yet, the blueprints, now that those are slowly coming online. Or even better than that, make it so that we gotta go out, we gotta get the parts, we gotta dismantle them so that we can then, like, say, dismantle 5 AS500s, and voila, now you can make your own. Yeah, I will definitely say I have mixed thoughts when it comes to the dupers. Because on the one hand, who cares, it's an alpha. You know, it's like, who cares, it's an alpha, and it depends on how you're using it. Because if you're using it to get a ludicrous amount of money that you can't spend on anything, does it really matter? Like, I myself, one patch... Oh, I forgot about all the things that were on it. Oh, I don't know where the... Well, I have no idea where that power plant just went. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about the parts we just dropped onto the floor too, because when we store the ship, hopefully they'll get stored with it. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, like I did dupe a ton of XL1s and FR76s during one event. Like I think I streamed it too, but the purpose for it wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to get rich here. The purpose of it was I made like 20 of each thing. Or I made it a bundle of 20, because it was like I gave everyone an XL1 and like some JS500s or something like that. Because the purpose was, I'm not trying to make money here. I'm just giving these away for free. I'm just trying to say, hey, you know, happy holidays or whatever it was. Have some free stuff. Welcome. It was a free fly. I remember that much. You know, and it's like, yeah, in that sense, it was like, you know, it's just me giving away free stuff, so it's like, no big deal. Jeez, what is up with... Okay, I'm done with... I think I'm done using this, because it seems to be just making... What the hell is going on here? It's just sending my bits to the Shadow Realm. That's frustrating. I thought it was like throwing them across the room or something. But they just straight up disappeared. Oh well. I actually am a little annoyed that it's made the smaller parts go away. I didn't mind with like the JS500s because it's like, yeah, whatever. Thanks, game. But actually, this is exactly why I also... I think it's getting him stuck behind the grid. Nope, never mind. There's nothing in there. What in the hell is going on with this? Alright, you know, we're just gonna pull everything down from the ship. I'm gonna just send what we have down. And we're going to move the ship more towards the center of the grid and get ready to store it. But, yeah, honestly, this is why I also don't care that much about the duping stuff, because of the fact that it's like the game will just screw you out of stuff that you legitimately earn. Like, when I learned that I could get the military parts from the QV centers, and granted, they broke the game, but I liked this when they broke the game in this way, which was, they made it so that the QV center, the elevator stopped working at them. However, it created a new kind of gameplay, which was you had to pick the parts you wanted to pull out of there, and you had to fight for them to get out. So, but you know, you didn't need the cards to go ahead and get in there, because you could do this sneaky little thing where it's like, I wish they turned this into a gameplay thing. Let's get this on. But anyway, you know, it was like, I wish they had turned it into a gameplay feature, made it so that it was like we had to hardwire the door open. And, you know, it's like you could touch some wires together, and maybe that's... And make it so it's like, if you fail, then it calls the NPCs, and now you got a fight on your hand. But, you know, that's what I would have done. Okay, I'm guessing... Well, I'm actually surprised that the ship was able to correct itself after that. I was so expecting it to just keep rolling over. Okay, there we go. But yeah, you know what you call it. The QV centers are broken. You could still get into the elevator though, or into the hangar. And you know what you call it. You could get some parts, but not all of them, unless you wanted to make multiple trips past NPCs. But safest was you'd take one or two things and that'd be it. And you know, I really liked that gameplay because it made it so I felt more like I was like a scavenger or Indiana Jones, and I was collecting a few, like a relic or two, and that was it. And I had so much fun with that play style that I legitimately had taken all of my parts that way to upgrade my Apollo and a few other ships. And then when all those parts went missing, I was pretty upset because of the fact that I was like, dude, I gone and had got all the parts, I gone and went through the effort to get them out of there, through the NPCs, through players that might have tried to show up and just wreck my stuff, and all of that blah blah blah. And I got to enjoy them for the month, and then it was like, and then they disappeared. So it's like, if they did a better job of making it so that the parts didn't disappear, I would definitely be like, nah, I don't like dupers, but with the game being so fickle on that end, I was just like, I don't care, fine, whatever. Actually, these I'll send down the elevator. Like, point in case, there's 76 that we have in front of me. These are for my Apollo. I want 4 of them, but it took several days for me to get these to just pop up in there to get 2. So, screw that, I'm duping them. Like, I got the 2, I'll put them in the Apollo, I'll go ahead and, pull them out, I'll then pay for them that way, because I'm not going to self-destruct the ship, because, I'm not that cheap. I will pay for the parts. And, you know, you'll have them down like that. The only time you think you're okay to abuse bugs is... Yeah, wait, I'll read that again, because I just noticed I missed more. Yeah, it's just, they're not bugs, they're features. Exactly. I'm not sure if I'd call that, an attention to detail. Because, yeah, like I was saying, I wish they had turned that, thing into the playstyle instead of just getting rid of it. But, you know, that takes, Oh, this is another part I wanted, because... I don't know why... No, I know exactly why, but... Well, I'm moving this part over there, too, because I want it to go down for sure. My Apollo, I like to have it with a stealth build, because it's not for combat. I need it so that I can get closer to turrets, so that I can, you know, get to the rescue faster. Or so that I can get closer and determine this is a trap, and then just say, I don't want to go there. But, yeah, yeah, anyway, where were we? The only time you think it's okay to abuse is when the game screws you over, otherwise, yeah, that's kind of how I am, too. Like, I get it, I'm not gonna go and judge someone for using, glitches and all that. And I will use them if I don't see a reason to not. For example, I'm very upset that they got rid of the bug that was, if you had 3 bottles in your inventory, they would infinitely refill. And the reason why that I hate that they fixed this bug is because the stupid bars down here with food and water literally do nothing but kill you. And I do not approve of gameplay that is there just to be an inconvenience, that says, if you're trying to go and just chill with... This is the funniest time it happened to me, so I'm going to use it for this example. But if you're watching the Star Citizen, you know, the Citizen Con stream, while sitting in Star Citizen having a fun time with friends, and you're just kind of sitting there watching, you know, enjoying it, not paying attention to those stupid little health bars, Citizen Con is long enough that you will dehydrate and die. And I hate that is something that someone in the game, or that the developers would, yeah, this should be a thing. Like, I want them to just very simply make it so that this has the same effect as what it has in Minecraft. You go ahead and, oh, actually, these I want over there, too. I very much so want the food and drink to just kind of work how Minecraft is, maybe, you know, up to some extent. Like, maybe make it so that it's like, it can recover 10% of your health. Or, you know, if you had 90%, it can restore you to full. Just so that when you jump out of an airlocker, you kind of go, oh, no big deal. I got in and ate and drank plenty of food. I'll recover that naturally. Because I hate it when you jump out of an airlock and you had 98%, because it means you either need a med bed or the medical tool to heal yourself. And it's like, come on. Make it so that those stupid bars in the corner do something for us. Like, that was the one and only bug or feature that I really enjoyed in the game that I wish they didn't fix. But, yeah. I give it up and ET key card at a door and you use the box to get through. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that I don't mind, and it's like, that's why I don't really have anything against people that are duping the ship parts, because it's like, so many people have been screwed over by the game just deciding, yeah, this part that you gone ahead and fought tooth and nail to extract from wherever it is that you extracted it from, gone. Thanos out of existence. Because, yeah, I had a fully upgraded Percy along with my Apollo, and everything disappeared for those 2 ships, except for the XL1, which, funnily enough, that was a duplicated part I bought off of another player. And, the JS500. which I think was like a part that I had legitimately pulled out. But I was like, really? Those are the 2 parts I get to keep? I mean, they're not bad parts to keep, but still, it's like, come on. But still, it's like, yeah, I wish that it was better. So what's the plan? Well, the plan is, we're gonna take this whole B now that we've offloaded it with all the cargo things. We're gonna go ahead and, try to see if we can do the cargo missions with it in a little bit. I'm just gonna store it to put everything that we just pulled off of it in a lazy manner to be sent into the thing. We're also gonna put those parts into ships. Some of them, not all of them. And then, yeah, we're gonna take this thing back to Stanton and see if we can use the little cargo boxes or the auto-loading cargo grid areas to see if we can load it that way. Because that will kind of be the only thing that will make me want to get a hull. Because, if it can't use the thing that the hull C has, and they're expecting me to load 512 boxes by hand, no thanks. I'm good. I got ships that can hold less, that can do a better job of what I just did with this. Okay, so there we go. Those are down. I did forget to send these parts down, but that's okay. Yeah, and if the hull B can't, if we can't find anything of use for the hull B, well, that's okay. No big problem. Or no big deal. It just means that it's a ship that that has no value to me. You know, judge the bug abuse. Silently judge us anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's also why I kind of don't care about all the bugs and all that, because, yeah, like you say, Tar, I do not consider it an alpha. I consider it a game because they do events, they sell stuff in the stores, and they go ahead and use FOMO to go and push things forwards. But there are alpha qualities to the game, but I don't think that it's warranted the alpha excuse. I treat it as a game. I go ahead and see it as if it's like, what, we're at 4 point whatever, 4.7 point whatever. And, I think it's 4.7.1 and 4.8 is coming around the corner. What other games would just say, hey, this is the newest expansion that's coming out. Star Citizen says, hey, this is the newest piece of alpha technology that's coming in so that we can get closer to releasing a full game. Yeah, I don't care what the devs call it. Because here's what I see. They have the game in the capability to go ahead and you can move around, you can fight stuff, you can fly, and you can do some of the basic missions. That's the base game. So, they've released the base game, they've released DLC, they've started events, and all of this other stuff. And each time the way how they're releasing content now, it isn't saying, okay, so we've released a bunch of bug fixes, we're introducing one new ship, we're trying to go ahead and make it so that this system of the game works a little better, yada yada yada. No, they're releasing entire content packages that are saying, this content package is built around the updates that we did to cargo hauling. So this is the cargo hauler update, where it's 4 point whatever, it's numbers whatever. And it's like, that sounds an awful lot like DLC. Like, what you call it? Like, I'm trying to think of something which has a similar thing. Elite Dangerous. They didn't go ahead and say, oh, we're still in alpha, but here's the next thing, we're letting you go on foot. They went, no, here's our DLC, it's the Odyssey DLC, it lets you go on foot. The only thing that might kind of gives you the alpha excuse is the fact that it said, when it's 1.0, we're going to wipe everyone out, you're going to all start from scratch, and we're going to give you something for it, but who knows when that'll be here? They might not even decide to do it in that clean of a manner, They might just decide, say 3 years down the road, just out of desperation, like they need money, that they say, okay, the game's done, we're all set. And it's like, where's the medical gameplay? Where's the module gameplay? Where's this? Where's that? You promised us the Javelin. And like, that's all coming in future DLCs. Trust us, it's going to be great. And it's like, you're doing the same thing as you're doing now. So that's why I don't give them the credit of, oh, it's an alpha. I laugh at the bugs. I have fun with them because every game has its problems, alpha or not. And it's just like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. But you know, that's just how I feel about the game. It doesn't mean that it's true or anything. It's just how I feel about the game. Because, you know, I mean, and I'm very happy, though, that thankfully, the game has been making constant and steady improvements. Because, well, what you got? Like, right there, what I just did. We took off our helmet. I didn't have to go into a menu or anything. Because before, you know, like, when I first started playing 3 years ago, if I wanted to take off my helmet to do a drink, I'd have to be like, oh, hang on, let me go into my inventory, let me pull it off, let me grab a drink out of my pockets and put that in my hand. And then after I was done, I could put back on the helmet. It's like, no, now I just go and press the H key. It does that little animation, pulls off our helmet, and actually puts it on us. So it's like, that's cool too. Oh, right, I forgot. There we go. You know, and it's like, now it's right there. It's just right on our butt. And it's like, that's really cool that they did that. Then they made it so that it's like, they're constantly making improvements, so I'm appreciative of that. But it's still just like, yeah, no, this is a game. They made an update. Now your helmet just sits on your butt instead of just disappearing into the void. So it's like, that's still cool, though. I very much so appreciate it. Not the same amount of money if it was true, though. Yeah, the reason why I go and have given this game such amounts of funding that I have is because of the fact that when I first started playing the game 3 years ago, I gone ahead and was like, okay, I see the vision that they're going for here. I very much so like it. I love the breadth of scope and everything they're trying to do here, so I'm in. And yeah, that's kind of why I play the game mostly with friends, but tonight's one of those nights where it's like, nah, we'll just go on our own and have some solo adventures. Do I need to grab anything out of here? Yes, food. But, oh, okay, so those are empty. I can toss those. Those are empty too, okay. I guess I need my little 2 SU box then. Oh, one of them. Oh, they both got stuff in them. Okay, well, I'll do another lift. But, yeah, it's why I go ahead and have given them the funding for it. The other thing, too, which I had to do was I had to find something that I wanted to do in the game. And for me, it's being a medic. Like, my daily flyer is an Apollo. And that's the ship I was waiting for. The most comical thing to me, though, is the fact that when they did release the Apollo and they did a revamp of the medical gameplay, and that revamp of the medical gameplay was removing it. So it was like, cool. I love being a medic in Star Citizen. Like, I have tried to do so many rescues, some of them on stream, and so many of them is just the person goes, you know what, I'll just respawn. And I think I have 2 successful medical rescues within the last year. Where are those boxes? This doesn't look like it's just filtered out the boxes. There we go. Oh, actually, we can show off one of the other new features that they introduced with this. We kind of did, but like as of this patch, they introduced the newest changes to the inventory system. I'm very glad that they did this because it's just a nice quality of life change. So, as you can see, we got the 2 boxes here. Both of them say they have stuff in them. Before, what I would have to do is I'd have to click on the box, I'd look inside of it, see if it has what I'm looking for, go, no, okay, go over to this box and open it. But now what I can do is I can just stand here, press the I key for inventory, give it a second here, and now, I don't know why I put 1 box on each side. That's odd. Oh, okay, that's why. That's because, I didn't realize to put the boxes here. Okay, now I understand. But yeah, what you call it? Now I can go ahead and shuffle between the boxes using the tabs here. And see, this one here is empty, and it highlights the box for us so we know which one we're looking at. So we can say, oh, okay, this one is empty, so there's nothing inside of it that I need. We'll go over to the other box, and look at that. There's my ammunition, there's what you call it, all the other thingamabobbers in there as well. I thought there was supposed to be armor in one of these, but I guess not. I don't know, whatever. I would have thought it was in this. Oh, no, that's why, because it's just showing me only a select thing. Clear filters. And yeah, we can see that this box has all this stuff in. Actually, I wonder if that's why this box said it was nothing. No, okay, this one was legitimately empty. But you know, it's like, this is amazing. I love that they added in this inventory system so that it's like, one, we just demonstrated the filters that exist here now. So if I only am interested in the food in this box, boom, we switch to that. We can get out our little gelatin cubes, and we have those to enjoy. We'll also grab these fizzy drinks. We're all set now. That's incredible. You know, and then what you call it, be like, oh, well, actually, I forgot. I need some ammunition for my gun. Sure, let's use a grenade launcher. Boom, there we go. There's my ammo. And then afterwards, I can just kind of do this and all of that. Okay, which box is this? That one? All right, we're going to... This is something else that I love that they introduced as well. So, let's grab this box here. So, again, when I would load up these loot boxes of mine to go ahead and be like, yeah, I'm going to put my stuff from, instead of in the ship storage, into this. Because it just holds more. It's kind of just an easy convenience thing, and it makes offloading the ship easier. You know, I'd walk over to here with the loot box. I'd put it down about here, just so I could save myself some walking time. And then I'd have to open the box, and then I'd have to go over to the station inventory and shuffle them back and forth. And it's like, yeah, it kind of sucks because I got to go through my backpack and all of that. But let's go ahead and do this. We'll make it so that this one SCU box is over here. And all these things that are in here, I'm just going to say, move all. Boom! And well, I guess it didn't work this time. I was overzealous. We'll try just moving all the armor over, because here we go. Boom! Look at that! All the armor. I didn't have to load it into my backpack 16 times. I just brought the box over to this and moved it all over with one click of the button, and I love that they did that. Same with all of these things that we got picked up, where it's like, I don't know why I picked up this shirt, but hey, now we got it. Boom. It's now over in the station inventory. Do we got any weapons? Yep, let's move those over too. Actually, I guess I can turn on all the tabs as we're going through them. Like, I love that they did this. Actually, I think I will keep the ammunition in this box. It's probably going to go with us on, keep going with us on adventures. I guess I'll turn off the ammo so we don't move it. Same with the food. We'll keep that in there. Move all of those over. It's so good. I love that they added this feature in. It is so great. Okay, so now we got his ammo and food in here. Bullets and beans. That's all we need. I guess also medical supplies, but eh. So yeah, it's like, I'm glad that they introduced this quality of life improvement. It is great. Alright, so anyway. You know, I just thought of this, which is kind of in that aspect of where it's kind of funny, but if there is ever a situation in Star Citizen where they have some sort of, like, humanitarian relief sort of mission, you know, but it's like, you know, almost like players are the ones in need sort of deal, a hobby would be a lot of fun, because, well, I'll show you in just a second when we snap this to it. Okay, call that up. But you know what you call it? It would be fun. Just like imagine having all of like a bunch of these excuse me. Like imagine if we just had a bunch of 8 SCU crates on the side of that thing, full of food, full of water, and it's just like that thing just has to touch down and becomes like a space like food truck, and it just is delivering stuff that way. That would be kind of fun. And also, just because I mentioned food truck, again, it just reminded me of... So, one of the things that Star Citizen introduced, which I hate this ship, not because of the fact that it's a bad ship. It's a pretty good ship. But I absolutely hate that Star Citizen decided, hey, you want to know what we should do? We should take the Apollo series, the medical ships, and we're gonna make one of them into a cargo ship. And I hate that thing for two reasons. The first reason why is because of the fact that it's like, why did you make it a cargo ship? Now that means that people are just gonna kind of, trolls and pirates are gonna go and see an Apollo, and if they mistake it for the wrong... Oh, I didn't send all of these down. But anyway, they're gonna see that thing. They're gonna go ahead and try to attack it because it's like, oh, okay, well, it's a cargo ship. I'll go ahead and do that. You know, and try to get their loot from that when it's a medical ship. This happened to me. Or at least I assume it was pirates mistaking me for a cargo ship. Because of that, now my Apollo flies with the emergency lights on all the time. But it's like, I hate it because now it means that I get misidentified as a cargo ship. And the second, and this is the more important reason why I hate that they made the Hermes, is because with that patch that they introduced the Hermes, they also introduced the gameplay mechanics of the ship can catch fire. So, you know, it's like enough damage can be dealt, it's like the ship's rooms catches fire or something overheats, blah blah blah. And I'm so upset about this because as they had also had, you know, they knew they were releasing this because, you know, they're the game developers. So they could have gone ahead and done this instead. But one of the things that can happen is the room can get so hot that no matter what you do, your fire extinguishers do not have enough cooling power to cool off the room and put out the fire. So all that will happen is you will die. What do you think? Here's what I think they should have done. Instead of releasing the Hermes as a cargo ship, you could even use the same name. So, you know, it's still the Apollo Hermes, except it's a fire truck. Then it keeps it that the Apollo is an emergency vehicle. It gets new wee-woo lights. So, you know, you can have it instead of the white and red ones, maybe you give it like yellow and red or something like that. And voila! Now you have this new gameplay that you brought into the game that now comes with a spaceship designed for this purpose. So that when someone out there in their Percy, well, like the Percy came out around this time too, so of course everyone's flying around to them. So now when somebody's in their Percy, gets completely rinsed, their entire their engine room is on fire. The fires are way too hot for just the little piddly fire extinguishers that are in the ship. And you go and say, and you know, like let's just say it's like a clown battle thing or something. That ship tries to go ahead and flee back to the back lines. Its engines go out, and they go and say, "Hey, my engine room is on fire. I can't put it out. We need a fire truck." So you call the firefighters forwards, and you just watch four doofuses in what you call it, like the flame-resistant suits, like what is it, the Pembroke ones, come running out of that thing, carrying fire hoses that just are, you know, from the back of the Apollo Hermes that is a fire truck. And they go in there, they just hose everything down with super soakers. And it's like, think about how cool that would have been, and it would have tied in so well with the new mechanics they brought in with it. Instead, they put in a stupid hauler. It's like, I hate the Hermes for those two reasons. It could have been a fire truck, and it makes it so that everyone attacks my ambulance. Because if the Apollos were fire trucks and ambulances, everyone would love them, and everybody would be like, no, that's not a target you fight. Unless you're a troll. And it would have been so cool! I would have loved to have had a fire truck. Like, seriously, if I ran the company, that would be something I would straight up do, where I would just take back, I would just be like, hey, anyone who owns a Hermes, you're getting upgraded to a fire truck. The Hermes is being removed from the game in that form, and we're turning it into a fire truck. I hate the Hermes so much. And on top of that, a fire truck is going to be more useful than the ambulance. So it's still the better ship. Like, I mean, and also you could give it a well, I guess there's the triage that has a red paint job, but, you know, then you can kind of I guess actually because of that, you could introduce whatever colors you wanted to be the fire truck colors. Because it is the first Star Citizen fire truck if they did that. What colors would you have made the fire trucks in Star Citizen if pretending that with the Apollo Hermes, instead of it being a cargo truck, was a fire truck, what colors would you guys have made the fire truck? I think I would have made it like that fluorescent yellow color. Because you can't make it red, because there's the Apollo triage that is red. I mean, I would love to have made it red, but seeing as that the triage was there for several months beforehand, it's like, okay, we will exclude that color. I also forgot that we had that hanging off the side. So we'll see if we can get it, disbobulate it. Snap that there for now. You can send down that empty box. We don't need it anymore. We'll see if I got a tractor rifle that I can snap to my back. But yeah. Like, all those reasons I hate the Hermes. All those reasons I wish it was a fire truck. Utility, that's what it'd be. That is the one drawback to this new set system. Sometimes if you mouse over these too fast, it will just leave that menu open, but the solution is thankfully very simple. You just mouse back over it again. Alright, I guess I don't have any here. Huh. How weird. I doubt it, but are any of that in my to-go box? Can I access it from all the way up there? No. What if I move it down? I thought I missed. Okay, I can at least access it on the grid. Kinda. I guess it doesn't technically count, even though it's within range. Huh. That is not something I was expecting. Oh, okay, there we go. My inventory was doing a bit of a broken. Nope, don't go in there either. Alright, I guess let's call up another Atlas. Oh, I guess we're gonna send that down anyway for the parts on it. Yeah, I probably want to make a blue fire truck just because of the fact that seems more like a police color. Red is kind of taken by the ambulance already. Maybe green. Green wouldn't be a bad color for the fire trucks, but they kind of make that a Halloween color, so it might make a bit of confusion there. Orange seems to be more of like the Argo, like, construction vehicles. I would want to pick a bright color. That much I know. Like, I gotta be honest, I think the next color that I could think of is maybe like that yellow, that like orange yellow that school buses are in. It's like I said, I would want to pick something bright and vibrant, and school buses painted that for that reason. Oh, okay, so that just latched onto there. So yeah, we definitely pulled that off easily. Alright then, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and move this off. I'm gonna go ahead and, actually, I need to go ahead and get inside the ship to self-destruct it. So put that over there, hope it doesn't, nothing funny happens to it. And we're gonna watch this thing go kaboom. I wish I could claim this at the location where, you know, over on the Stanton side of things. But we can't do that, so I guess what we'll do is we'll self-destruct it, we'll claim it here, I'll fuss around with my ship bits while we wait for this thing to arrive, or the replacement to arrive, and then we'll fly it to the Stanton system and, actually, maybe we can do like an interstellar cargo mission. Maybe we can see if we got anything from here to Stanton. Okay.
How can Miss help you today? Systems on.
This is an interesting song. I'm gonna go off to the side here and watch it go kaboom. Huh. That was not as an impressive of an explosion as I was expecting. Like, the wreckage is what I was expecting. It's like, yeah, that's not bad. I guess maybe I was thinking maybe 3 pieces. It would be like the front half, the cargo racks, and the stuff at the back. But I was expecting more booms and more wow factor to it. All right. So, boo, lame explosion. I mean, and also a 10-minute 10-minute timer on that is pretty nice too. That's not too bad. All right. I'll pay off the fee after taking care of ships. There's my medevac. I don't think I need to do anything. No, I don't need to do anything with that, but I do need to do one thing to... There, turn that off. Oop. Oh, I don't know. I guess you already had the coolers I needed. Now I can finally put these in you. That's great. And we got these shields now that we can put in there, so that's fantastic as well. And they're going to be the ones that we're duplicating. I don't think we got anything new for the Perseus. Systems. Yeah, because we haven't gotten anything better for these. Oh, well, I mean, the big difference between the version A or the A grade and the B grade is this A's recharge the shields 1 second faster than these, so I'm not, like, completely upset over that. It's just kind of like, I would like it just for the sake of just make brain happy stuff, but B is good enough for me. Because I don't really do combat. I kind of pull that thing out for playing with friends from time to time, and that's about it. Oh, I guess I should, get my, Oh, no, I know what I need to claim over here so that I can put parts in it. Mark II. I guess we'll go up to the hangar so that we can pull a few other ships over here that I want to shove bits into. On a side note, though, Chad, I'm thinking next patch when they ask me to move homes, I'm gonna finally move to the next system. Because I think it's quieted down enough that it's not gonna be 200 people there dropping stuff on the ground and making it so that my PC wishes it would wishes that it wasn't playing this, and that everything is on fire.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, let's claim the Asgard to here, because it doesn't need to be there for the moment. I mean, at the very least, I did kind of enjoy loading up the Hull B when we were leaving the QB Center. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't, like, notable enough that I was like, oh yeah, I need to get one of these. It's in that area where it's like, I might still use the coupon I have on the Freelancer Dirt I have, because I never fly that thing, because I hate the MISC ships. Now, hate is too strong of a word. Disliked. But I very much so dislike the MISC ships, just because of that stupid letterbox viewport. A few break that, which I'm very happy of, and those few are exempt. But most of them are just kind of like, I don't like this. What other ships do I want to put bits into? Maybe you. You're kind of my go-to fighter. Yeah, let's go ahead and shove some bits into you. Where did you go, Lightning? Even though I like the X-Wing more, the Lightning just seems to do a better job of what I need, of being a fighter. And the X-Wing has a problem of when if it loses a wing, it costs a buttload to go ahead and replace that wing, because you also have to replace the gun. I've been trying to use the Hornet. Oh, the Hornet has the, okay, let's go and upgrade it with parts too, but it's a secondary. But yeah, I think that, that one has the lamp mode, and I fly almost nothing that has a lamp mode enabled, and it's like, it sucks. Like, I wish the things I want to fly had it. Don't think we need to do anything with the Vulture. Yeah, there's the Dur that I never fly. The most I use it for is I just pull parts out of it. Oh, we should get the Furies over here, because they definitely I want to put good parts in. So, again, I'm just going to have fun telling you guys this with the Furies, because they're a ship that I actually bought because I wanted the ship. Not for me to fly, but because I want them for my medical ships. Because I'm very, very hopeful that they can do this with, in particular, the Galaxy. Which is, Galaxy. Again, I want to be a medic in this game, so I want to go around and do medical rescues and junk. But I know that there's going to be people out there that are going to go ahead and be a dick and try to attack the medical ship. So, I need to bring some level of protection. So, like I said, if, when the Galaxy is released, I'm hoping that what I can do is, because the hangar's at the back, the Furies can be back there. They can deploy from that butt hangar. They can harass whoever is trying to go ahead and, attack the Galaxy. Buying either time for the Galaxy to escape, or destroying the enemy so that the Galaxy can recover them. And the reason why I say and the Furies don't need to win the fight. They just need to buy enough time that their mothership can get out of there. Because after that, the Fury takes, you saw it takes like 90 seconds for me to get a new one, and the pilots can respawn back on the Galaxy. So that's why I have the two of them. They're probably my favorite fighter because they are also a lot of fun to fly and shoot stuff with. But yeah, because of those, it's like I got the two of them and I love them. Oh, we should well, actually I don't know if you're worthwhile or not. Like, we bought you in game. I don't need to give the triage new bits. Oh wow, that's already here. I don't remember if I did the quick claim on it. I know you already got good parts in here, so we don't need to claim you to here. Yeah, okay, that's kind of all the ships that I want to that I would want to shove new bits into.
Goodbye.
Okay, vehicles. I've been having a bit of fun with the Firebird too, and with the stealth changes, maybe it is worthwhile. Do we got anything that we can swap out that is... Oh, we got a lot of these snow blinds. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's make you a full stealth build. And you got a... Okay, that's awesome. Where is that? Oh, it's in you. I'm freaking dumb. Like, what's using the slipstream? Oh, we got a better quantum drive for you. That's cool. The shields might be the only thing that I use the military one on, but we're gonna hold off on that because, well, one, apparently we got a lot of these stealth shields. The reason why I say the military shield might be what's used on it is because if I am doing full-on stealthiness with this thing, I'm gonna have the shields off. Just so that I am maximum stealth, able to go and throw those missiles, and then leg it. What missiles do you have in you? Oh, those seem like Are those the good ones? The EMs? I think they are. Because I think the EMs are kind of like, they have good, tracking capability, but their damage isn't the best. And I'd prefer them to hit the target and do something than to gamble and be like, cool. Just wasted a bunch of missiles and hit nothing. The big damage roll did not pay off. Because I think infrareds are the ones that are like, you gotta get in close and you gotta go and get hit hard. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize I had the 2 glaciers. Actually, though, I think I want to, before I put those in that, where's my Aurora? Because I really do like flying this thing around. It is a competitor for being my daily flyer. Oh, okay, I guess you're kind of all done being set up. I guess if I wanted to... No, I don't think I'm going to do that, though. Yeah, okay, then I don't think we need to do... Well, weapon-wise, I want to change this out, because we got these on here right now, but I want to switch to, like... I want to play with something different. I don't know what, but I just kind of want... I'm like, I want to use something else. What are these on? Oh, they're on Furies. I guess I could pluck some of those off of the Furies to go and put on you. Yeah, later. Perseus has fine. I don't need to put any parts on it. Okay, then yeah, let's do the Furies. But yeah, I love these little TIE fighters. They are hands down my favorite fighter. And I love this paint job they get because of the tinted windows. Like, I love those tinted windows where it's like, yeah, no, I wish more ships had these. And I am so very, like, let down that Star Citizen with this update, they removed the tinted glass from the Phoenix. Because that was by far my favorite thing about the Phoenix. It gave it that luxury feel that it's supposed to have to me. That is like, it has tinted windows. Nobody gets to see inside of your ship. You get to go ahead and enjoy the privacy of your bedrooms and whatever else is inside of that ship. And know that nobody can see in. And they removed that. And it's like, I hate this shit. I hate that. Why did they take that away? I wonder if we could get away with snow blinds on this thing. Let me go over to the, shipbuilder thingy. I want to know. Come on, load in. It is taking its sweet time tonight. I'll come back to that part. Oh, actually, we got 2 coolers. We could probably get away with it. I don't remember getting any JS300s. I know one is in my Aurora. And that one's from the Buccaneer.
Please visit us again.
Where is it? I gotta look.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, it's not. Okay, well then let's get that delivered here. This is just one of those loaner ships that I don't know what it came from. And I don't fly the thing because I just don't care for it. But I love the ship because it comes with a JS300. So until they get rid of it, I'm going to constantly keep using it for this purpose. Where it's like, yeah, no, it exists for this one part. Makes me very happy. Okay, back to the Furies. Has this thing finished loading yet? It has. Okay, good. Let's load up my Fury build that I have. And oh, actually, it does use a snowblind. Okay, yeah, then we can do that. We can use a snowblind with it. Cool. Just a singular one, too. And we're just going to pull that out of you, because apparently you can just run off of one. That's right, that's what it says, yeah. Fully powering everything using what power plant? The slipstream. Yeah, even going up to just full power with everything. Oh, it pulled 1 point out of... Oh, okay. Oh, that's why, because, let's see how it works with the androids, because we got it set up with the NBDs. Because I do hope that I can find some of those. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, but you got a radar requirement now. I forgot about that. What's your radar range with what's in there? Oh, never mind, I was gonna say leave empty. Well, what radar do you got in you right now? Because I probably haven't changed that. So if you're at minimum range, it's about 950 meters. If you go full power with this, then it's about 1 kilometer. Oh, that's enough power. You can either choose to have some radar or engines. But apparently with the Andors or the NDBs that are on there, or that I want, apparently you use a 3 of 4 energy pips now. It used to just be 4. Okay, well, whatever. I ain't complaining. Vehicle weapons, we're good on that. Yeah, so we gotta remember to get more of those, but for those are back at, New Babbage. Oh, I wasn't done with that. I'm dumb. I think I just forgot to save it. So I gotta redo it as well. Systems. Okay, I did save it. Cool. Other Fury. Systems. Empty out that one. You need a snowblind. You need that other JS300. You need that shield. That's all the changes we do. Done. Save. Okay. We're not swapping... What parts are coming at Holby? I'm not swapping any of them because this is just a loner one. Secret. Oh, yeah, well, no wonder why your power plants are kind of not good. Interesting, it comes with 2 different power... Oh, no, that's why, because it's 1 power plant and a quantum drive. Wow, you have a lot of shield generators. I gotta be honest, if I was using this as a cargo ship, I'm not entirely sure if I'd actually want to go ahead and even bother with them upgrading anything. I'd probably upgrade the quantum drive and that's it. And the reason I'm thinking that is because what's the point of me upgrading the shields if pirates attacked it? because I don't have enough firepower or agility or anything to engage what is probably, let's just say, 3 pirate ships that are going to disable and take my stuff. I am more likely than not going to find a way to self-destruct the ship or ram it into something so that they can't have it. Or, as what I see usually happen with piracy, is they just go ahead and wait till you're at a location where they can shoot you while you're off of the ship and loading cargo onto it. So that they can just yoink your whole ship and they don't have to fight the ship, they just fight a dude. This, though, it does seem like one of those ships that, in that note, I would love to have it as like a 3-person crew sort of thing.
Water!
Water!
It's like drinking wet air!
It is like drinking wet air.
Welcome.
But yeah, this seems like a ship that I would love to have as like a 3-person cruise ship, or at least 2. And the reason why is because it's like, you can have, because of the tractor beam turrets that are on this thing, which they did a good job of placing those, you could have this ship kind of float low to the ground. One crew member gets off, phrasing. They go ahead and put in the thing saying, okay, bring up the cargo so we can load it onto the ship. You then have the other person that's still on the ship, probably in the co-pilot seat, take control of the tractor turrets and start loading the thing up. And then if a pirate is there and I might even bait this a little bit by making it so it's like the ship just floats there, pretends it's one crewed, and then the pirate kills them. Then it's like you have the pilot being like, we're under it, like the pilot's just sitting there waiting for the other guy to say, we're under attack, and then you just fly up a little bit so that they can't get back in. Or, so the pirates can't get in. 2 to 3-man crew, 1 to run the elevator, 1 to watch the ship, and the last one for security. Exactly. That would be the most ideal setup. Okay, and the other thing which I'd probably do, I wouldn't even have the 3rd crewman be on the ground with that guy. I would have this thing, if it can float upside down, be upside down so that the dude on the turret can go ahead and shoot that at any pirates. Because that would be just kind of fun, where it's like you think, oh, I got this easy, why is the ship upside down? And then you go and shoot that dude on the ground, and then it's just the turret goes doot 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 doot. And suddenly now the pirate's in a world of hurt. That would be fun. Okay, is there anything else you need to swap out parts in? I don't think so. Oh no, that's right, we're waiting for the other combat ships to get here.
Welcome to the ASOP.
Because I forgot to expedite those. Oh, maybe they arrived while I was rambling, because... Yeah, lightning's here. Okay,
Please
cool.
visit us again. Goodbye.
Pirate goes from pirate to pirate Swiss cheese. Exactly. I mean, in a perfect scenario, I'd probably have my Furies just flying around doing the cargo thing to go and just be like, nah, we got them going around doing TIE fighter screechy noises provided by the pilots themselves because the game won't let us have it end game. Oh, I would love it if they made that. It would get so annoying so fast, but I'd love it. Okay, so... Oh, cool, we got 2 glaciers. I don't think you need it, though. I actually don't have a build for one of these things because I don't do combat, but... You never know. I mean, I guess we could upgrade your stealth shields. We'll give you this one, this Mill B one. I'm not gonna worry about giving you perfect parts. I'll give you that, though. I mean, why not? Is that your own power plant? Yeah, alright, let's shove that in there. Yeah, I don't think you need the power plants. On top of that, you probably don't have, like, the better weapons stuck onto you, because I'm just always like, I don't care to fight. Yeah, alright, well, we'll worry about your weapons later. Oh, right, I forgot that the quantum drive. This is another thing that I really hate. I really don't like that they introduced this as a separate part. Because it's attached to the quantum drives. And by doing that, it means that I have to go ahead and remove that part. I can then come back over here. I can attach that and then put this back on. Like, why did they make this a separate part that is removed in conjunction with the quantum drive? Why didn't they just make it so that the quantum drive did this job too? It's so frustrating, and it's so pointless. Alright, I guess that means that the only other thing I got to shove bits into right now is the... Oh, I guess the Asgard too, but it uses not these bits. Okay, I don't think... Oh, actually, you use smaller shields, so we could shove those in there. I think I'll leave them in my station inventory, just because it's like... Worst case scenario, the ones that are in ships disappear, or the ones that are in the hangar disappear, and the other ones are sticking around. So hopefully some of them still exist. It'll make cooler to them a little better in you, I guess. Asgard. Yeah, you don't need those extra ones. I guess we don't have any extra power plants for you. I wish I knew what the power pips were, because it's like I almost want to switch it to the Eclipse. Oh no, they're both in use, never mind. I don't think, yeah, we don't get the shields for you, so that's womp womp. Okay. Then, yeah, I'm gonna call up my Apollo real quick. We're gonna go and give it 2 of the other shields. Because we are gonna dupe those. I wouldn't if they had let me keep my parts from the previous times, but... Hey, I've gone ahead and lost like 8 shield of the of the 76s just because Star Citizen decided that the ones that I pulled out of the QV centers didn't count, so... Maybe... I don't know what I'm up to, because I've pulled a lot of them out and it just never counts them. This is the first time, though, that I've intentionally said we're gonna... Or that I have purposefully left the parts in inventories overnight after collecting them. So I'm hoping that will let the game say this belongs to me now, and I will at least keep one. Because that's the only idea I got why I have the XL1 and the JS400, is because when I did that whole event of being like, it's a free fly, let's make it so that, the last weekend that these guys get to play, they go ahead and get some fun parts to just have really good ships. You know, with a lot of power and a lot of, and jumping around the verse faster. I found out from that event, though, it's very hard to get everyone onto the same server. Because it was like, even though I was sending it out to the whole shard, and be like, hey, I'm giving away cool parts, who, just show up at this station. It was very difficult to go ahead and get everyone onto the same shard so that they could get the parts. And eventually I had to resort to, taking party invites and all that stuff, so that I could give them out. It was a fun event, though. I enjoyed it. Okay, what is it? I think it's right Alt-K. That's left, idiot. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah, the shields are in the back. Oh, but yeah, actually, I kind of mentioned it, blah, 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 blah. I kind of mentioned it, but like I said, because of the Hermes, my Apollo has been well, it's only happened once, but still, it happened once. Where, made a jump, it was like into one of the little markers around the planet, because I was like, okay, well, let me just go ahead and make my way out of here. I gone ahead and, oop. But you know what you call it. Was in my Apollo, making a jump to go and regroup with friends and all of that. You know, I can't even remember what we were doing, but it was just like, yeah, sure, I'll tag along, why not? At the first jump, get attacked by pirates. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm an Apollo. They'll recognize that I'm an Apollo because I have different engines from it. I'm not carrying cargo, and they'll do a scan to kind of figure out, and they'll do a scan and figure, oh, this is an Apollo. It's not a Hermes. You know, and they'll just leave me be. Not the case. Very much so, the pirates decided to attack. They got in with, at first I thought they were trolls, and I called them incorrectly on that in, like, the first few videos, or first few times I mentioned this. But, given time to think about it, it's like, I don't think they were trolls, and the reason why is because, one, they didn't destroy my ship. And two, they were using distortion weapons and stupid game. And two, they were using distortion weapons to disable my ship. So, you know, because what they did was they had a little hawk that just was just doing all its EMP things to disable my ship. And, you know, and eventually they did succeed at disabling it. I did put in quite some damage to their hawk, which was something I was impressed by. But, you know, eventually it was disabled. I just went, well, screw this. I'm just going to abandon ship, and I'm just going to wait nearby to go ahead and... Because I have nothing of value aboard the ship. I have my little 2 SCU box, which is full of medical supplies and, you know, just drinks. And that's it. So, you know, what you call it. They disable my Apollo. They knock out both of the outer engines. So the thing just looks like a flying sausage. Like flattened sausage. And I just gonna use the lift in the front and just abandon ship. Flat out to like 800 or a kilometer away from the thing, and I watch as the three pirate ships, they all float up next to it. They disable the power plants inside of it. You know, they just shoot it up. I'm like, oh, they're gonna destroy the thing. They don't, but you know, that's what I was assuming. They're just being trolls and blowing up my ship because it's like, hey, it's so funny. No, they disabled the ship. They gone ahead and brought in like a big Vanguard thing, which I'm guessing was their ship for just getting cargo out. And then I watch as, like, the three pirates, they board the ship, they go inside, they go ahead and search around inside of the thing, and blah, blah, blah. I wait a few minutes, the Vanguard leaves, the second pirate ship leaves, the third pirate ship takes a minute and looks around a little bit more, and then it leaves. And I just wait a little bit, because it's like, well, just in case, my spawn is set aboard the Apollo, but I'll go ahead and wait it out in case they decided to have someone just hide inside the ship for some reason. So I wait a few minutes, I then board the ship, I go ahead and get inside of the thing, it's been disabled. I just realized my lights are on. That's so weird because I'm so used to it just automatically being like, yeah, your light's off, have fun with that. That's awesome. But anyway, they'll go off on their own anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, so you know what you call it, the pirates leave behind my Apollo, I go ahead and float back over to it, I get to use my repair tool, and I get to go and fix the thing up, and I actually get to have, like, engineering gameplay, and it's like, this is so cool! Let's see, landing, I want to pay the 200 grand to replace my shields, and apparently refuel this thing. So yeah, it was one of those ones where it's like, I had heaps of fun with that. And then just nursing this thing off, back towards, I just quantum jumped back to where I was going, which I can't remember I think it was the Nyx gateway. You know, to regroup with everyone, and I just nursed this thing over to that, landed, repaired, and then continued on with the journey to Nyx. I had so much fun with that. But, yeah, like I said, it was still in that area. It's like, I kinda wish the Hermes didn't exist so that those pirates didn't even bother attacking me, but like I said, from that experience I learned I'm just gonna fly with the lights on all the time. The Hermes doesn't have the wee-woos. So if I have the wee-woos on, they'll know I'm an ambulance. They'll probably go, there's nothing of value on board that thing. And then I get to fly on out. Alright, there we go. That takes care of us offloading the, or making ourselves 2 extra shields for it. We might make more later, but I'm not dealing with it now. I just wanted the 2 for this thing. Actually, what I probably should do is I should, well, actually, those are the two that I just sent down are the originals. I'll put the new shield, I'll finish doing the shield upgrades on this later. Because what I think I'll do is I'll leave the two originals here, and then when I'll make two more to replace the ones in the Apollo later. Just so that the Apollo's using all duped ones, the originals are inside this area. Hopefully that makes it so that the game will say, okay, you get to keep those two. Let's see, and now then, we want to get the hull. Oh, I forgot to put you away. That's okay. I usually like to go ahead and try do it more or less like how I just did. Just because there's those times when it'll be like you expect it to put away your ship and also pull up the new ship. And it doesn't, so you get both ships. Oh. And you know what? I will be right back. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. So, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Pirates Swiss cheese? Nope, that was the last thing I saw. But what was I going to say? Oh, hang on. Seemed to be a little crooked. There we go. Well, I hope he is here, so let's go and fly that thing out of here. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll take the whole B, we'll see what cargo missions we can do. Maybe if there's an interstellar one that goes from here to, Stanton, we'll take that. Assuming that there isn't one that we can do, then maybe what I'll do is we'll make the jump over to Stanton. And, whatchamacallit, we'll take one of the cargo missions there. And we'll see if we can use the, cargo, spots for this. If not, which is kind of what I'm expecting, because why would Star Citizen make it so that their new ship can go ahead and use the most convenient feature? It'll probably mean that we'll just kind of park this thing up and call it a night. Because I figure we'll do the one cargo mission success or failure, and if it succeeds, then hey, I have a reason to actually want the ship. If it doesn't, then it probably means that I'll just kind of sit on my little coupon, and it'll just be there for whenever I have a ship that needs to go from a hull C to something bigger. Like perhaps my Galaxy. Helps if I turn on the ship. I'm a genius. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a quick look here and select ships. Where's Misk? I just want to see how much cooling we actually need for this thing. Excuse me. So if we turn off one of these coolers fully, oh, we can run fine with that. Right, even if we go ahead and, turn off that, move those power pips around. Yeah, okay, so we can do that. Not that that doesn't seem to work very well. I learned like the trick on like YouTube that if you go ahead and come on, mouse, stop fighting me here. Ship isn't exploding, so that's good. We turned that off. Does it tell us anything? Not really, no. But Urkel says that will make the ship explode, so we'll keep it as is. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what Star Citizen did for an update, but it seems to have made it so it's very, my frame rate is really bad in this game when I'm streaming nowadays. This is the wrong menu. It would have been funny if I exploded out to say that. According to Urkel, if I go ahead and do this, I explode. What is this one? Deliver those spirits from Levski. Collect them from Bajani. Also from Bajani. So wait, deliver those from Area 18 to our core. To Area... Oh, okay, I see. So we gotta collect the spirits at Area 18 on our corp and deliver them to Levski. Okay, I don't want to do that. That's delivering to too many points at once for me to want to say, okay, let's do that. And I don't see any interstellar ones. I guess technically, I guess this is an interstellar one, but I don't want to do that. If it was go to Levski, if it was take something from Levski and deliver it to everywhere in Stanton, I'd say sure, let's do it. But seeing as how it's take stuff from Stanton, deliver it all around Stanton, and then bring some to Levski, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to leave Levski and or Nix and go home. Alright then, so what we'll do is we'll jump through the gate, we'll go ahead and, whatchamacallits, get through there and see what cargo missions we have. I really do like how the ship looks all attracted up. It's a nice little vehicle. Oh, just thought of something really funny. But if we deployed this... There we go. So each one of those little squares you can see is a 1 SCU square. Now imagine if we just put a buttload of seats on this thing. It is the cheapest economy flight ever. Because what is it? It's like, 4, 3, 5... Okay, so 8, 16... 64 per... Like, it's 64 per side. So 64, 128. And I'm not doing the 512, which is on there, because it's like, that's if you could stack the seats on top of each other, so it's probably like half of that, so it's like 256. But that would be so funny. 256 chairs on this thing. You pull this out next to a station. It pulls up next to it. You load up an entire server's worth of people onto this thing, and then you just go around as just like the most ridiculous ghetto space Uber ever. That would be hilarious. Or the most ridiculously ghetto, like, invasion ever. Alright, so let's see. We got a Spool of the Quantum. It's probably behind us. I think it's down this way. That made it worse. Oh, there it is. We were kind of right. I looked a little too far down, though. But yeah, that would be hilarious to just have, a whole, just fleet of dudes just like that way. Like, I can see this thing being a lot of fun for a lot of silly shenanigans, but I'm in that area where, unless it can use those cargo grid things, I don't think I'm gonna really care for this ship. Because, yeah, I feel like the only way I'm going to use this is probably as, like, a jumping stone to get to a bigger ship and save myself a ton of money. Because I don't want to be a space trucker. I kind of want one for the sake of moving some supplies within my own fleet. But I purposefully bought a little ship called the Tractor for that exact reason. Because it's like, yeah, 16 SCU is probably all I ever will need to move at one time. Because you don't need a lot of room for medical supplies, and you don't need a lot of room for food. In fact, the Pisces part with its 4 SCU is probably enough, along with several other ships like the Aurora. Okay, we're going to turn that off. Wait for the wormhole to open. And I do that because I heard that it makes it so that you're less likely to get screwed over by it spinning you back out from where you came from. And it so far has been working for me, so... You know, hey, if it works, it works. Watch it not work this time because I had to say it works. Yeah, we're nearing the end. I'm starting to get sleepy. Get a little eepy. So yeah, we'll give the cargo thing one try. We'll see if we can load it up from the grid there. If so, then I will most definitely go ahead and use my little $5 coupon and make one so that I can fancy parts into it. Maybe buy a paint for it as well. Using store credit, of course. I don't know. It depends, because, I mean, if it's, like, something where it's like, yeah, this thing can be a fun little cargo mover for me to just kind of enjoy for a passive, like, passive income sort of deal. Maybe not passive, but you get the point. Where it's something where it's like, yeah, I can kind of do this and chill. Then, yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and do that. But I'm expecting it not to let me use that. I'm expecting it very much so to be like, we're going to drop out. We're going to go and say, I want to take this mission. And after that, we'll probably touch down at the station and call it a night. The one thing I am really liking about the ship, though, which I wish there was in my Apollo, is I'm very much so liking this yellow HUD, because it makes everything kind of stand out better than the kind of purplish one that the Apollo has. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna just... Actually, we're probably gonna bring the thing to a halt. So now we gotta see if we got a mission which we can take. Contracts. Hauling. I probably don't have any of the missions that would be like to have a buttload of cargo. I guess we'll try an interstellar one. Collect tungsten from Arc L2. Deliver tungsten to Seraphim. Sure. Wait. Those are both in the same system. Oh, stellar, not interstellar. I can't read. Okay, well that might be a good one to test with. Yeah, let's test with it. Actually, you know what? Let's see if there's one that goes to our corp. Bajani, is that the one? I think that's the one. Huh, I would expect them to kind of ask for more supplies. Okay, so this one is from Everest Harbor. Collected there at... Wait. Oh, okay, this one is collected from Arc L5. We gather the stuff there, and then we'd have to bring it to 2 other places. Maybe we'll do that then. Yeah, because it looks like medium's as big as I got. Is there any that is just to one place? Deliver aluminum to Everest Harbor of Hurston. Well, this would be a good one if I was going the other way around. Everest to Arc L5. Seraphim to Everest. Okay, so deliver that to Bajani. And also, okay, yeah, we'll do this one then. We can pick up the stuff at Hurl L2, we deliver some to Everest, and then we deliver some to there. Let's find out if this even works. So let's see. Where do we need to go? Deliver, collect. Yeet? It's weird that it orients the ships now. Like, I don't understand why it's doing that, but, you know, I don't really care too much. I wonder why it's doing that effect in the front end, like those front thrusters. That's pretty cool looking, though. Oh, we're not going to be hitting 10 hours. This is the one mission, so we're probably going to have maybe 30 minutes or so. But you're right, it is Star Citizen, so everything takes like 4 times longer than what you want. But I'm expecting what's going to happen is we're going to get to this position, I'm going to try to call the cargo thing, it will not give me the access to the cargo thing. And at that point, I will drop the mission and say, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go to bed. I forgot that this is in the ship. We don't have to hold down that button. So, the one thing I don't like about this ship is a very easy fix for me, which is I don't care for the weapons that are kind of just below us. However, you know what you call it. Removing them will just leave some little nubby things there. And I'm thinking, what can we put there as a weapon that'll be kind of fun to have there? Like, this is not a ship that I would really intend to have set up for ship-to-ship combat. The top turret would be there for the sake of, if I had a crewman to go ahead and protect, the car, like, our delivery boy. You know, when they're down on the ground to go ahead and, start doing things. But I don't think I need turrets. I'm probably just gonna be... or weapons. But I still think I probably would have them, but I'd just pick something that's there for a laugh and not for anything that's there for anything serious. But I'm not sure what that would be. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to upgrade the quantum drive in this thing. I mean, if this wasn't the loaner, I definitely would have already done that. But as I feel like it would be lost if I did that, I'm just gonna put up with the stock parts for tonight, because I suspect this is its one and only sortie. Because yeah, like I said, I'm very much so expecting it to be a case of we're gonna get there, I'm gonna try press some, I'm gonna have to use the menus to go and do that. It won't work, and I'll say, cool. And that'll be the end of it. I do find it a bit disappointing that whatever these MFDs are, they're not 1 and 2. So, are they like 3 and 4? They are. Okay, so that one there is 3. And I'm guessing that means that the other one is 4. Yeah. I'm glad I at least got the hotkey set up for this. Actually, I think I'm going to make it so that you manage that, and 4 will manage the radios. And I'm probably going to have to set this up again. No, that's the right one. When we come out of quantum. But that's a weird oversight. That's makes me wonder where panels 1 and 2 are. Like, I wonder if that's supposed to be a panel over there, just it's not lighting up for some reason. Nah, I got no buttons to press. Maybe Miska doesn't believe in 1 and 2. We're number 3. We're number 3. With how slow this quantum drive is, it's really make me hope the mission fails just so I can park at the station, claim something with a faster quantum drive, and not have to fly this thing to somewhere else. Oh boy, is it slow? How long does it say this quantum drive takes? I guess it's a 6-minute flight from where, roughly about from where we were. Yeah, this is not a fast quantum drive at all. I mean, to be fair, I probably won't care that much in most cases if I'm moving cargo, just because, like, I can, if I'm doing it, it's going to be off stream, and I'll just have YouTube going in the background.
Quantum fuel at 75%.
I gotta be honest, unless I have a spare XL1, I don't think I'd put one into this. I might go with, like, what is a good quantum? Like the Hurricane or whatever it's called? Oh no, that one has a really gross cooldown timer. Maybe I will go with an XL1 if I get it. If I have an extra one. And one of the things that I liked about the civilian drives that they seem to have lost was, one, you could buy them in a store, they still can do that, but the thing which was more important to me was the cooldown time was shorter. So I was just stuck at an orbital marker, just kind of floating there waiting for less time, and I liked that. I guess actually the civilian one, not the industrial one, that one still has it. What is it called? Hemira. Hurricane is the industrial one. Oh, hey, we finally made it. I gotta be honest, these cargo ships, they really should have made, like, that's what MFD1 must be for. It must be, where is it? Maybe it's a drop-down panel for watching movies on. Okay, yeah, we gotta change these, so MFD. We'll make 3 since... Gotta get a little closer, though. Like, right, there's no panel up here that drops down or anything like that? What is up with my mouse being so jittery? Nah, I don't see any buttons up there I can press. Does this one not have, one of the cargo things? It doesn't! Because that's right, for the cargo things to be here, you gotta have, like, the big cargo, like, rack thing on the side. And it doesn't have, like, you know what you call it. You could see it where it's, like, the big spire of, like, cargo crates. We flew all the way here for a mission that can't even accomplish what we wanted. Alright, contracts. I'm not loading 100 boxes.
Send dudes!
You mean nudes?
I'm in a fight! I need more men!
I thought I was gonna go and have it just because of the fact that it was a space station. Holding Stellar. Everest Harbor has it. Oh no, collect waste. There are 2 SCU of waste to Everest Harbor above Hurston. I don't know how that one would work. Okay, I think Everest is over Hurston, but I don't know if that one has it. Game, would you let me scroll? Game? Can't close it and open it again. Well, if we can't, I might stop here then, because if it's going to be broken like this and not let us scroll to see what missions there are, and it's going to be this fickle on it too, I think that means that I'm just going to say I'll test this later when I'm not tired. Okay, we'll try this one, even though it's, again, a ludicrously far trip. Because this is Port Tressler, they should have the cargo thing. That's Everest Harbor, they should have the cargo thing. Actually, I'm kind of glad that I read that wrong, and it says collect it from Hurston. Because Hurston 1 is closer, so that's great. But also Hurston's closer to where I call home, which is currently ArcCorp. So if if we can't load up at Hurston, then we're closer to home, in which case I can go cool, drop the mission, and log out. And if it does work, cool, we'll just go and call it a night at Everest Harbor. At New Cabbage. or above New Cabbage. And I'll probably, I'll probably use my coupon later tonight, if that's the case, and I'll also claim, like, my Apollo or my Hermes there to, give me a ride home. Because I won't have any parts to shove into this thing. Ooh, actually, if I'm also there, I can go and upgrade some things radars, because, at New Cabbage, you go ahead and get, you can pick up radars. My god, that sun is blinding. For once, I'm actually happy you have this stupid mill slot thing, because I can just do that. Don't roll that way. I don't need to be blinded by the light. The hideous light of the day star. Okay, there we go. I can see it says the cargo thingy. So we'll bring the ship to a stop. That's the wrong one. Stupid. Because that, I should cancel the order. I mean, it doesn't matter, but we'll do it this way, because I'm not seeing anything that would tell me, oh, it's working. Nope, it doesn't seem like this thing has access to those. I feel like if I was working, yeah, it would bring that up. That's a massive disappointment for this ship. I gotta be honest though, I'm not surprised in the slightest, and the reason why is because the 512 is the same amount of cargo space that other ships of larger sizes, the Carrack and the Polaris, can carry, and neither one of them has access to that cargo thing. So I'm disappointed in them. I mean, they made it so that they made this whole system that literally only one ship gets access to. This is why I'm not a space trucker. I don't want to move 1,000 boxes by hand. To be fair, it's only 500, but I mean, I have to move them twice, so that's 1,000. So, yeah, I don't think I have a need for this ship in the slightest. Oop. I don't know what I landed on. I don't even care. I landed on nothing. I thought I hit a wall, but apparently the thing just flopped over sideways. On nothing. What the? I'll probably try again later, but I'm feeling pretty confident that this thing can't use the cargo grid or that cargo thing. Because, yeah, I'm not gonna move that many boxes. I guess, though, what it is, like, you could get the big 32 SU boxes or whatever it is. 16, I think it is. Whatever, bigger boxes. So it's like, in theory, you could move less. But I don't think I'm going to want to do that. That's right, just for the fun of it, I'm going to go ahead and take a look over here and see if I'm able to choose my box size. But I'm moving 0 boxes now because I don't want to. And this is why I do not want to be a cargo, like a space trucker. No, I don't get to pick the size of box, it looks like. It seems like it predetermined what size they are. And it just says, here's how many you got of them. Yeah, 11 of them in this, whatever size it is. I'm guessing that that's like an 8 SU box. And then those. So it's like, I'm good. So, that's disappointing. I'll probably try one more time, not on stream. But chances are I'm just gonna like Google it and find out. But yeah, so it's a very nice looking ship. Kudos to the development, to the art team and the animation team and all of that for making a very nice looking ship. And I'm sure some cargo users out there or some space truckers will love that thing and be like, I don't mind moving 500 boxes, but for me, I don't want to move 500 boxes onto a ship and then move them off. So, unless that thing has access to the cargo stuff, I think I'm good. I don't think I want it. Oh, right, there's a medium hangar, so I can't call that here. So, yeah, it might mean that this thing is just a coupon for me to upgrade to something bigger when there's something that I want more. And that might be a while. So, I'm a little crestfallen that I was very excited for that Hull B. And I'm a little crestfallen that it can't use that cargo system. And if if SIG has made it so it says if you're over this size of cargo, then you can get to use it, I hope they lower that number. Because I would appreciate it if they made it so that I could use the Polaris, the Hull B, and my Carrack to go ahead and load up with those. Not just the Hull C. Like, I got the feeling if I claimed the Hull B here and I got and tried to carry out the mission with it, or Hull C, I mean, then it'd be like, yeah, no problem. We'll just move it over to those boxes, because you can't land and have those spindles deployed.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So, yeah, that's what we're going to call it a night, then. A bit disappointing that, what you call it?
Your insurance claim has been
That didn't,
moved to our storage facility.
I call the Aurora here, too, because I don't know which one I'm going to want to fly exactly. Sometimes the Aurora is nice because it's smaller, so if I'm, like, meeting up with people, I can just fly that thing there and hitch a ride on their bigger ships. But you never know. It might need an ambulance, too.
Please visit us again.
Well, anyway, yeah, that's what we're going to call it a night. I'm very disheartened that the Hull B can't use the cargo grid or that cargo communication thing and have the grid filled for me. I was very excited because I was thinking maybe it's a MISC thing. That would be great. I'm gonna skip that song, but anyway. I would love it if they would add that in later. Because that would definitely make me say I want one. But, as is, from my first initial experiences, not a bad ship, kind of fun to fly it. I like the view out of the bridge. It is not as narrow mill slot like as the other ones. It kind of feels more like what would I say exactly? It's not like a big beautiful window to look out like other ships have, where it's like, yeah, you can see everything, but it's enough that I feel happy with the spaceship. It doesn't have the infinity dashboard, so I'm very happy about that too, but it kept some of the dashboard so you can put decoration there. I like that. The ship was enjoyable to fly as well, so I definitely enjoyed it for that reason. And it's something which seems like it has like some potential for a lot of shenanigans, so I like it for that reason as well. But as a cargo ship, and actually as a cargo ship, it does a pretty good job of doing that too. It looks pretty cool when you carry cargo. But as a cargo ship, it's not something which I think I'd really want to use. Just because I don't want to move a buttload of boxes. Like, if they made it a bit smoother to move the boxes around, I definitely would enjoy it more, but since it's like I either am using the Atlas that has that bit of a vision problem loading it up, the turrets that kind of are a bit too sluggish, or doing it on foot and having every other box knock me over, I don't want to do space trucker things. I would much rather be able to pull up to a station, have the station do the loading up, and I just have to sit there and wait for like 3 to 4 minutes, and then I can fly away. So yeah, it's like until that's something that's there, I think all it's useful to me for is as a coupon to upgrade to a bigger ship. Like maybe what might end up happening is it changes the direction which I use for my Galaxy, which I think was going to be from an I think it's an Aquila. I turned it into something else, but work its way up to a Galaxy to maybe that, since I think the Galaxy is, I think right now it's at around 350. So I mean, I can save myself $150 right there by using the whole C, fill in the gaps with some other things that'll save me $5 or $10, turn it into a Galaxy, which of course that thing's gonna spike up in price when it's released. And seeing how much the whole B went up, I mean, I was thinking at first it's like, yeah, it'll probably go from like, it's gonna jump up ludicrously, but it's like what, I think it's like 350 right now. And it's like everyone's expecting it to jump up to 600 because it's kind of the same size as the Carrack. So, that's a pretty big spike already, but now I'm kind of worried that it's going to go even more than that. So, yeah, hey, if you actually do play Star Citizen and you do have the opportunity to, buy some Galaxy coupons, because that thing's going to probably go up by way more than and you're going to save a lot more than $5 doing that. But I feel like I'm just kind of like the nut job saying go buy this thing for $5 now so you save yourself money later. Because it sounds like something which a nut job would say. But, yeah. Oh well. I mean, I'm glad that at least it isn't something where it's like, I'm glad that the only disappointment is like, I don't want to move boxes, but other people have no problem with it and it's a good ship. I'm glad it's not like the Apollo where it's like, it's a good ship, but it has literally nothing to do because it's even a struggle to get people to use it as a spawn point. So it's like, yeah, that's probably the perfect example of a fantastic ship that is worthless. The Apollo, my favorite ship that I use as a daily flyer. Like, you can't do a whole lot with it. Alright, well anyway, that's where we're gonna call it a night. I hope you guys had fun with me tonight. I definitely had fun doing my little Star Citizen shenanigans. We didn't do a whole lot, but I had fun doing it nonetheless, so that's what matters. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night there, and yeah, if you did have fun, join the Discord, which you can do through the link there, which, if you're watching live. If you're watching this as a VOD here on Twitch, or if you're watching live, then there's also the picture that says Discord you can click on. So you can click that to go and join, or if you're watching this as a VOD on YouTube, links in the description, so click the doobly-doo, wherever it may be. I usually stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 11 p.m. Pacific to whenever it is that I get tired or have to stop. Discord will convert that into whatever channel or whatever time zone you live in to help make it easier on you. And yeah, that's I think everything. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that you gone ahead and hung around with me for the night and listened to the ramblings and all the blah blah blahs, and got to take a peek at spaceship stuff. I'll see you guys in the future. Tani.